I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that the last video I did, I was wearing this same shirt. Little originality, please. You're here to be creative. What are you doing? Why? Why would you do this? It's a completely different setup. Let me show you a little something here. This is my television. It's my monitor. It's on an arm. I'd like to be able to have it like here, but that would block the camera. And I'm not going to do that. Why would I block the camera? I don't know what this is supposed to look like right here, right now. I've got a thing I need to do. I haven't really worked out what it was going to be. Just like, well, what if I just get started, you know? What if I just do it, you know? What if, huh? What if I just start doing it? Think it's gonna look like what I want it to look like? I don't think so, actually. I think it's gonna look awful. But I also want it to kind of, I don't know. Not really caring too much. Just great. Great work here. Don't care too much. As long as I don't mind. I think everything will be fine. It's just a sketch after all. It's not the official. Actually, I think it should have like real kind of flat, unnoticeable feet. This arm would be back. Very long. This arm would be forward and very long. Both arms very long, you see. Did you know that? Did you know both arms be very long, you see? Doesn't look like a walking stance, not really. Maybe I could do something about that later. I'm not really sure what kind of giant. I know he shouldn't be wearing like a cloak or something, should he? I don't think so. You wouldn't know. You don't know what this is. Shh, quiet. Don't. Actually, yeah, the hips should be rotated though, so it should actually like start here. So I had too many lines and I won't know what I'm even drawing. Do you want to see? Yeah. Well, hold on. I need. He's gonna shrink anyway, but. And he's going to be behind the tree. Okay, I think that's good. I need also... Do I? Yeah, I need to do another one here. Gotta do some background trees. I didn't mean to hit my mic. I don't think this one has to be sketch layer, actually. I think this can be an official layer of trees. So what I'm gonna do with that, I think I need like a height, like an official height of these trees. I think they gotta be about here, right? Somewhere around here. Something like that. Yeah. Okay. And the base got to be about around here somewhere. It's going to be something on top of that. So I just want to build a tree line in here. An official tree line. They got, oh, I didn't think about how wide they need to be. Pretty skinny, actually. That's so I did a little thing a while ago to make this work, right? Different, you know, pressure does different thicknesses. But I tell you, I am not used to it. I think that's actually too thick for the trunks. It is. Ah, dang it. They gotta be real skinny trees. You know what? Another thing I want to do is I want to make this button here on my pin the step backwards button. I gotta bind that so that I don't have to come over here and press 3 different keys. If I do a line and I don't like it, I just want to hit a button and have it erase it. Because I just want to, like, you know, button erase that. As long as that button didn't do anything it's not supposed to. But this is what the button does right now. It brings that up. Actually, this front is the eraser though. It's supposed to be. I don't know why it's not. Hold on. Is it not? What's the... Both buttons bring that up? Well, that's not right. Yeah, I could totally change what one of those buttons does. Again, too thick. It's gonna be like that, I think. See, I curved the tree, and now I'm thinking I probably shouldn't have curved the tree. Because these are strong trees, you see. It's gotta be... Yeah. Now if I could just do that like 50 more times. And I think it'd be good. I think it'd be good. It'd be done. It'd be good, John. What did I get? What are you telling me about? Didn't I already see that? Ah, you don't know what you're doing. Thing. Let me check. Yeah. Yeah, that tree is too short. Yep. Sure is. Sure is. This is why I should do a sketch layer, though. I think. Yeah, it would have to be there. That's fine. If I want it to be slightly out of focus anyway, this is a good way to do that. Because this would mean that when I stretch it like that, the pixels will... Don't mean to hit my mic. Pixels will change in a very peculiar way. Oh, too wide. Oh. Nope. Come on. Like I want a slight curve at the top, but then I want it to... I guess they're going to look skinnier once I stretch it too, right? I think so. So I'll get a few of these in. Dang it. And then when I try to do it too lightly, sometimes I just don't even get anything down there. I want... Yeah. This whole top layer is going to be sealed. I'm not going to go into too much detail there on the back. It's just going to be like a fill. Maybe a fill. Maybe I'll like mix some of the colors around. I have a way of doing that though that I'll get to later. This right here. But then the question becomes, not like that. But then the question. Whoop. But you see, I still have the question. But the answer is fuel. Doesn't always have to be something behind. Just think it looks better that way. Just looks a bit better that way. Not always, but right now it does. Is it beginning to look like a tree line? I think it is. It's really getting that tree essence. Really looking like trees. Whoop. Whoop. Go in, then down. Put another one here. Actually, no, I want... There were a lot of trees back there on the original image. Lots and lots of trees. Whoop. So I think whoop, put that one up. I'll do something like this. Tree there. Background itself. Actually, should I do? I don't know if I should, but I should think about it. Think about whether or not I put a second ground line. I don't know. I want the tops of the trees to go down. But I think in the image there was a definitive line there, because the forest got too thick to see very far. And since mine for this is going to be a little higher anyway, at least over here. This is a real tree, by the way. It's apparently a famous tree. The angel oak. Something like that. A good famous tree. I was looking at big old trees, and I saw that tree, and I said to myself, that's a tree. Sure is. I cannot deny the shape of that tree is the most tree I've ever seen a tree shape. Actually, I think I looked up trees that you could put a tire swing on. Because I wanted big, long, stretching branches. I wanted something that really, really said tree to me. I tell you, nothing says tree more than that tree. Except for maybe some of those really, really old trees, deserts, or pine trees, crisp pine trees. No one's ever made that joke before. I am the first. There we go. It's true. Look it up. You'll never find crisp pine tree anywhere in the world, except for right here, right now. Another reason I've been putting this off is it hurts my neck to do this. That's right. My neck. Already in pain. It's true. What are you gonna do? I gotta do it if I want to continue to do the thing that I'm doing next week. If it is indeed next week that I am doing this. What is this for? What could it possibly be for, though? It's not for anything, although I would like it to be for something. It's actually 5. It is my 5th. So what I'm doing, it's a secret. It's not a secret. I just don't feel like saying it right now. Is that cool? Is that fine with everyone? Are we good? Are there still questions, quandaries? Or is it now put to rest? What is it that I am doing? I guess mostly I'm just asking myself, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? Who asked for this? Nobody. That's what. No, I just I need thumbnails for videos in order to make my channels interesting, stand out, look different. And so I draw those thumbnails instead of grabbing images that exist online and using those. Draw them myself. Sometimes I need a new thumbnail of something that I've done before and continue to do, so I make a new thumbnail for an old series of some kind. But sometimes folks, because do I have any here? I don't. I'm working through some other things though. Can you see that? It's just some other stuff. You know, there's some things around. Green backgrounds for checking other stuff. I think this helps with, you know, sometimes you know what, I wasn't gonna do this anymore. It just became a random games. It's fine. It's more, yeah, it's gonna be, I'll fix it later. Let's do it. Anyway, I don't have them here. I've deleted them because I'm done with them. But I did a thumbnail for random games. I hate that. I hate that Photoshop does that. It's the worst experience ever to have to select the thing that I'm doing, make some kind of permanent mark, and then I can step backwards off of my first line without changing layers again back to a previous layer. I just looked at a layer. I didn't change anything in that layer, just looked at it. It's whatever. But then Photoshop's like, oh, that's the layer you're working with. It's not. But it wants to think that that's the layer that I'm working with. So when I go back to my current working layer, make a line. I don't like that line. Step back, goes back to that other layer. Why? I'm still on this layer. I made the mark on this layer. Keep me on this layer. This is the one I'm working on. Absolutely no reason to jump. Well, whatever. A little weird. See, now I'm trying to work out in my head how you make the far back trees kind of like blend in so that I don't have to draw them. And I'm thinking I make this, duplicate it, put it behind it, really blur it. Like move it over a bit. And do that again and put it on the other side behind it. Yeah, I think that'll work. Do I need any more though? Is this good for trees? If I'm gonna, these are like the foreground-ish. The most foreground of trees for this. I think this is good. Okay, so I don't need anything on the bottom. Might need color on the top. Trees themselves need color. So I'm gonna start with some fills. The trees are very kind of this, maybe a little lighter. No. Are they might actually be a little bluish gray. Bluish gray green somewhere in here. mixed with a slight brownish gray. So what I'm really gonna do here is, I don't even know if this will work, but I'll try it. Kind of that color. I do have a brush that I created. What is the swap X? Yeah, okay. I created the brush to alternate colors as I am using them. I did for a paint. I think I can use that not just for the leaves, which is a real good one to use for leaves, but also for these trees. But here's what I do. This is how I do it. So I'm going to select, you can't see the menu, but I'm going to select a color range. Since this is the color I'm currently on, don't want to erase it, but do that. So see, it selects that color range, right? And I'm going to change my brush tool to the one that I created. I'm going to see how this works. It's all going to be stretched, so it'll be out of focus. You got very green there for some reason. Very green and blue. Huh. That's not supposed to happen. What if I a little harder? What is that green? Hold on. You are not supposed to be that green. Maybe I'll just like keep you gray. That might fix it. I don't know what's going on. It's like nothing there. It's like not really. Whoops. Oh, go back. Nope, not that far. That was redo everything. I didn't know that was a thing I could do. Huh. It's not doing at all this color. It's sad. What if now? Nope. That's so strange. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm going to do two different grays, and I'm actually going to just bring the opacity down a lot. Because I think that'll help it become this actual tree here. Which one's, is it the light touch? No, it's the, I don't know. I think if you can see what's going on there, it does make it look like tree, which is great. I can just figure out which side is the white, which one's the dark. I'm losing all of my color though. That's not good. I think I'll have to go back in with the previous color over this with an opacity. fine that way. And the best way to work with this brush is to change your pressure from light to dark, or just don't use it at all because apparently it doesn't work the way it's supposed to. I didn't really have a problem when I was making things very, very bright. Maybe that was my problem. I'm going with dull colors, and it doesn't like dull colors. It chooses the bright colors. So if I select, well, not bright, but like very, how do I say that? Vibrant, I guess. Very saturated colors. Maybe. See, with that, look at that pixelation there. It's just very rough looking, you know, there's no solid colors there. It's very nice. While this is selected though, I'm going to have to do this. I'll just go back here. Oh, wait. Oh, nope. What was the original color that I had? I think it was this one. Maybe I don't even like this color, really. Maybe that was a bad idea. Maybe just the grays are fine. Think of that? No, I didn't think of that. Here I am. Okay. It was still on brush for some reason because I didn't actually select. Back to pencil. Okay. I'm okay with that. Yeah, so what I was doing, I think it selects over here anyway. No matter what I do in here, it's always going to grab something on this side. And if that's the case, I want to do, let's get a blue. I can't really grab a brown, like maybe do that. And I want, oh, I'm gonna have to reselect it, it's fine. It's got to select a color range. No, I don't. Got, well, now it has deselected, so I'm gonna reselect the color range. Put that color back on. See what I do with low opacity anyway. We just paint this splattering. Yeah, that's terrible. Nice. Well, splatter it on. Just splatter it all. I'll be able to mess with this stuff a lot in filters and whatnot. Oh, it's painting that other side there. Okay. And if I didn't want anything that I'd put there previously, Why didn't I just... that looks tree-ish. Don't it? The color doesn't, but it looks tree-ish. I wanna deselect. Okay. It is what it be. That's why it's designed for lives instead. That's why I designed it for leaves instead. Do you imagine it being used for something other than leaves? Well, no need to imagine anymore. There it is, and it's not great. We laugh, we learn, we laugh, we learn. We get spoons. It's cool. Everything's good. The gray colors, though, would have just been fine. They should have just all been gray, different shades of gray. But it's not going to do just different shades of gray. It's whatever. Don't worry about it. All right. I want to go back. This brush. I want to... Can I not destroy the processing power? I don't know. Oh. Select new color range. Okay. Don't destroy your computer. It's good. We're good. It's all good. It's good. It's not destroying anything. It's fine. So this is why it's used for leaves and stuff. I gotta do it shorter burst. I don't need to do it up here, up at the top. Because I'm going to stretch it. The thing I do want to do though is I want this, yeah, that color become a bit more prominent so that I can put some pressure on this and then work the rest of the color in. Now I can kind of alternate my pressures. Another thing I want to do is I want to make this a little darker on the bottom. If it will let me, I will make it darker on the bottom. This will be the darker shade. Let's do that. Luckily, my opacity is still down because I forgot about that. I'm gonna go back to these original colors here. Colors that I had before. I don't know if that was it, actually. It might have been, yeah. Okay, and because I just realized that all of this is actually kind of transparent. Not this stuff. This is the fill. I just wanted to check that. Oh, I did it backwards. I need to do it like this. Okay. That's the light. Yeah. The in-betweens, and then the real light stuff. Okay, now I'll go back. What are you doing? Go back with that. Bring that opacity back down. Now I can put that on top there. Let's get some little circles in there. Just do some circles. I think that's great. I think the circles work out real well. Sometimes do a heavy pressure, sometimes do a light pressure. Really just make sure that it's all circling around. That is a forest. That is the forest. So deselect. That was save. I saved it. There's one layer of forest. So, with some, didn't mean to hit my mic. It's just, I moved it too close, actually. Let me move that back a bit so that I don't keep hitting it. Okay. So what I gotta do, I think I want it stretched first before I copy it. I'm gonna put this here just so I know. Stretch it probably about that tall right there. No, this seems a little too tall, actually. Think right there. Okay. Yeah, that's where I want it. I could crop that out. Just helps to have that cropped, not extending beyond the border, the boundaries. Okay, now that that is there, I think it's kind of still in focus. That's a problem. I could filter, defocus it, but first I'm going to look at, which you cannot see. Awesome. Can't see these filters I'm looking through. The filters apparently just destroy all of the effects of the leaves. They don't look like leaves anymore. Not cool. I really only wanted to do this for the trees. I think sponge is too easy. Sponge is way too easy. I do sponge too often. That's the problem. Cross hatching looks good, but looks a little too distinct. I don't want to do a cross hatch if it looks like I've cross hatched it. Really, I'm just trying to get rid of the black so that it doesn't look like There's lines there, you know. Could do that with something like glass, but I think that does too much. And reliefs blend it together too much. Things like plaster and stamps and stuff. I don't think I'm gonna get it. Oh, water paper looks real nice. Can I change? Yeah. Think. See before and after. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. That's that. Did it change? Look better? I think it does. So I'm going to duplicate that layer. I'm going to put it, I don't have to, but I'm going to put this one behind actually. And I'm going to shrink it about there. I'm going to move it over. See where I need concentration of it there. I'm also, what is, it's not Alt. Certainly not. It's Control, yeah. Let's see. No? What? It's not Shift. Stop moving that. Why isn't that working? I'm telling you, there is a way, and it's pretty sure it's not Shift. It just seems like maybe Alt for some reason only moves the center of it. Here, I think I gotta apply. Now I can. Okay, maybe it is Alt. Yeah, there it is. Want that behind a tree. Do I want it on the end of that one? I don't know, probably not. Probably about there. Oh, I already made a copy? When did that happen? What is this copy? It's just there. Yeah, enter. I just... I gotta do it like that. What is causing that? Is it you? That can't just be you. It must be you. It's too low. You are also a little too low. No, you're not. Not low enough, maybe? Then I want one more. I want a copy of this one, actually. Okay. Nope. That's right. It's the other button. Contact with that. Not. It's actually too low. Even out. Surprising lack of tree on the left side. Yeah, it's cool. It's fine. I don't mind. Okay, these here in the very back. Going to more blur than normal. We 2 that, yeah. This one, same thing, filter. These here. Actually, I should merge that one down. I'm going to merge those. This one. Not a 2, but rather just a 1. Oh. Then merge down. And this one. Slightly less blur, probably 0.4. It's good. Merge down. So I've got to crop that like that. Okay. Forest to trees. Can take this one that's already in the back. Oh, got it. Why grab the center every time? Okay. Going to merge all of this tree together. Crop it again. I think that's good. Don't have, let me throw that there. Does it make sense yet? Probably not. Okay. I need, think of a black. Just there, that's fine. Yeah. It's not going to be on right now. I'm going to turn that off. Giant needs properly drawn in. Back to pencil, full opacity. Actually, in order to go back to pencil, I have to select the actual. There. Yeah, you couldn't see what that was either, could you? It's the pencil menu that shows up when I do that. So here's the problem with this. I think he's actually leaning too much, but I had to give him that big long lean in order to have him stepping out. Maybe I don't. Just perhaps I don't. I think I might make him skinnier though. Because he might be shrunk, and if I shrink him, he'll look too big. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. That's a problem. I have to draw him big with this pencil. So I want the line. Well, no, because then the lines will get a lot bigger. He should be drawn small. Now the lines would get smaller. He is a giant that seems to be much like a rock. Oh, okay. I can't write too lightly or the program will think that my pen has just turned off. I don't know why. It just does that. Okay, so sometimes this is why I do this. Helps me distinguish what I'm doing. But actually, instead, I'm going to bring down the fill on the red. Get back to it. I switched layers. Now watch. I make a line. I'm like, nah, I don't want that line. And then it goes back to this layer. I don't want it on that layer. I'm on this layer. This is the layer that I made the line on. It's like this is one action, and then drawing is the next action. But instead, it thinks that changing layers and drawing was one action. So When I take a step back, to me it goes 2 steps back. Even though I only went 1 step back. You dare tell me I went 2? I'll have your stone head for that. Tell you it is true. I will do it. You don't have to believe me for it to be true. Nothing gets absurd. You think words are fire their water? That's not what it is. Because the joke on the lyrics are actually, I think it's absurd. You think words are hotter than flames, they're wetter than water. You mix around the lyrics so they say something else. There are multiple kinds of giants in this story. A lot of them have very similar looks, though. Or a very similar theme. I think it is. Want to guess that theme? They're hollow. Ah, dang it. You can still guess. Just don't guess that they're hollow, because that's what I said. This kind of way of doing this is too time consuming. Never do it like this, ever. This is not how you're supposed to sharpen lines. Also, I'm using kind of fewer pixels than I probably should, but because it's a thumbnail and not like a full render drawing, I'm keeping those low anyway. They got to be lower. it's going to come out lower. Are they more like rock or are they more like trees? I just started thinking about that. I don't know why I'm doing this whole tree thing, and it didn't occur to me until just now. It always seemed like they were rock, like the impact noise when you hit them. As opposed to, you know, the noise of trees when you hit those. Sound very different. The anatomy of a stone or possibly tree giant doesn't have to be exact to a human. I was just trying to do a front butt. I don't think it's going to work. Not in this context. Or not in this stride position. Get in those front butts at every opportunity you can. The funny. So I was thinking to make his elbows and his knees look like the knots on trees. Make a lot more sense. If indeed he was a tree. But, you know, I'm not sure that he is. You know? Just not confident on that front that he is tree. I still would like to hold to the stone. The theory of him being made of stone. Yeah, what do you think? Is he looking like a twisted type, giant type? Maybe? Well, my neck is really hurting, so I hope I get this done soon. No, I don't know what I did there. I think I realized I was going off of my original lines there and decided to try to bring it back, but How gnarly can I make this hand? I mean, fairly gnarly though, right? Oh no, I've been struck. Stop it. That hurt. You dare strike me? Ow. I want one of these bosses just one time to get hit and go, ouch. Ouchies. Stop. Just... Oh. Cut it out. Ouchie. Come on, Dark Souls 4. Do an ouchies. Just have one boss out of nowhere get hit and go, ouchies. You know you want to. Oh. Cut it out. Come on, guys. We're all on the same side here. What are you talking about? Oh, is he going to be doing that kind of... I don't know if he's going to be doing a lean like that. Like, I'm thinking of the position in my head, and it's like all... It's something that I've done before, I'm sure. I'm sure I've done that kind of stance. It's like, that's his ankle. That's his heel here. Lost my pen. No, I think it's got to be like... You can't really tell, like, his footsies is long, but it didn't really make it too obvious over there. This is big toe. Oh, that is a tiny hand. Oh no, what did I do to this tiny hand? Why did this hand become so tiny? It's a very, very small hand. It was not my intention to tiny up your hand. Good giant. This'll help. This will do your hand better justice. Right here. Skinny, yes, but tiny. No, not tiny hand. Completely unintentional to tiny his hand up that much. Like, yeah, some tininess from perspective there, but not that tiny. Okay, I'll have to color them before I shrink them. But I think, because his foot is going to have to be here, and his head's still in there. But the shrinking them also kind of, again, it makes it where he's not quite like visible in that way, I guess. Those blue trees are way too blue. I'm gonna see if I can deblue them. I want to go to levels, look at the blue levels, pull the blue out of them, although that makes them too bright. Actually, that's too blue. I think I gotta do this one. And how do I, hold on, how do I deblue this without making them too bright? I pull all the darks out and pull all the blue out if I can. I think from there I have to like desaturate it. I think I can do that with RGB. Too much. Too much. Too bright. Oh, you can see a live change. That's nice. Let's see how I'm messing this up. Here, let me just auto it real quick. Go back to the blue, auto that. No, auto, no. Is that it? I mean, the blues are still there. I'm gonna cancel. Adjustments. I don't want to do curves because I'm not good with curve. What color balance? Like there's a very clear blue in there that I want to get rid of without messing with too much more. So the real problem there is I don't want to get rid of the green, just this blue. I know there's a way to do this. I don't think it's replace color, but it might be. It might be replace color. What do I want? Yeah. There! Replace the blue. Okay. That was easy. Oh, I should have darkened it as I was going back. It's fine. It's fine. don't mind. Don't mind. So here's what I do here. So I've got this guy, right? He's a guy. Sure is. Sure is a thing. Dude. Stone giant. Undetermined height quite yet. Because just I haven't figured it out yet. Soon. Soon. Soon indeed. Any spots anybody sees that does not have a filled pixel. That needs one. It happens. Okay. Then select the color. I can't go outside the lines. I need to go back to my preset brush and hope this works. So far, no. What are you? Is that your problem? You're gonna be this is what the problem is. I need to just do grays. I don't know if that's gonna work. Nope. Well, what are you that you're gray? It's the only way to make it grays? Yeah. It's got to be darker though. Darker on one side, lighter on the other. Doesn't matter if I get it in spots that's not going to be dark, because then I can just do light on top of it. It's cool, it's fine. So then I slightly lighter color that in. That's not where I'm meant to do that. Lighter, dark light, dark light, dark light, back and forth. Oh, that's a problem. Okay. Deselect. Darn it. This one area here. If I Okay. There you are. And when that tree's in front of him, this tree, you're not really going to tell very well that he's even there. I gotta go back to my the other pencil. Just when I come back to this, that was deselect, not save. There we go. Hold shift to not change. Right there. I think it's gonna be. I draw a lot of a character who's just gonna be hidden. That's fun. Well, at least you get to see him before he disappears. I think probably that big. I'm gonna tilt him. Tilt him more right out there. I think I'm just a tad bit more. So I want his feet to be behind the tree but on the ground. Is that where his face is going to be seen? Yeah. Whole point was that he was going to be behind the tree. Enters. I'm going to have to make him a little blurrier. Too much. Way too blurry. Let's do like a 0.8. Yeah. There. I'm also going to adjust his hue here. I think I'll pull up the. It's not really changing anything, is it? No, cancel that. I think in order to bring his hue in, I gotta go back to levels. Give him some red. Yeah. Yeah, that worked. Okay. Make him a little red. Gonna make him blend in a bit more with the tree. Tones of the tree. The tones of the tree. So the next thing that I'll need to do, go ahead, is create the ground that this tree is going to be in front of. He's going to be on top of the ground, though. Do that. Just call this ground. This can actually merge down now. No? Merge. Why not? It's not visible, that's why not. Merge down. Okay. So the ground layer, I have somewhat line. I'm gonna probably bring this line up. So put a line across there, make it look sort of like fallen leaves or something that are like brown decaying leaves. And then I'll just have to trace this tree out that I drew here. The tree, and I've already told someone this, the tree came out a little bit more different than the actual image of the tree that I was using as a reference than I wanted it to, but I think it'll work. I'm going to put some moss on it, but not as much as the real tree. It's just like this side over here, I was doing really well, and I did this early. And then when I came back to start doing this side where it actually stretches out more, and this is where things did not get the same distance away from each other. There's supposed to be a much larger gap here, which is where I was going to put him in the back, is have him here in this gap. But this ended up being a lot closer to this branch, which extended out probably a bit too far. I think this elbow here actually comes over here somewhere, and this would have gone behind it there. I don't know. But, you know, it looks pretty good for drawing of that tree. You know, from sight, I have it on this monitor, and I'm drawing it on this monitor. That's what I'm working on, and that's where I'm at right now. I will try to get this done tomorrow so that I have a thumbnail. The series, I'm just going to play through Dark Souls again. But I'm going to use this one thumbnail for the replay of the entire series. There's a lot of tree theming in Dark Souls. Dark Souls 1 has, I don't know, it's got some trees everywhere, I guess. I forget. Ash Lake has a lot of trees. There's the Great Hollow. Yeah, there's some tree themes there. So I think there's some tree themes on some shields, possibly. Dark Souls 2 has Things Betwixt, which is sort of that Alice in Wonderland. You go through the tree stuff to go into the world of the game, and there's some tree imagery around in Drain Lake Castle. And then Dark Souls 3... I might not play. I don't have a copy of it right now. If I end up getting it on Steam, I'll play it because I want to mod the game to play it again. I have ideas for mods and the way that that's going to go. And if I do that, then that's how I'm going to do it. I'm not going to do it any other way. I won't play the original. I'm not going to buy the original. Is what I meant to say. Just to play the original, like on Xbox or something. I'll play it on Steam if I can get it on Steam. Waiting for it to go on sale. It hasn't been on sale in over a year because of Elden Ring. Elden Ring, big tree stuff, but I'm not going to include that with this thumbnail series. I'm done with Elden Ring for the channel until DLC. I didn't leave a link to the channel, but Haven and Friends, that's the gaming channel. That's what I'll be playing when I do this. Also, going to try to do some more drawing streams. Hopefully I don't hurt my neck too much when I do this. Hopefully I can find a position of which I can sit here and draw with my monitor here in my face. That I can move around. Put it back where it was. Because I'd like to, with what I have learned from making issue 1 of Protect Your Wizard, I would like to make issue 2 and do it better. I am not going to start with the script because trying to follow a script, I ended up leaving out a lot of panels that would have explained a lot more. It would have led to the panels that I did include, and I was really just going from script panel to script panel, and that's not the way that I wanted to do that. So if I don't do the script and I'm just working from the way that I want the story to go, then I'm going to be drawing panels that lead somewhere as I draw them. And I can think of, okay, so what happens after this thing? Then I draw that panel, then I draw that panel, and so on and so forth. And if that doesn't work, I'll go back to scripting. But I think what I looked at when I reread recently issue 1 of Protect Your Wizard, I realized that in my head I know what's going on between the panels, but I needed those panels there. And I'm not going to go back and put them in. But if they had been there, it would have been better. And I wouldn't have gotten people telling me, I don't understand what's going on. It's like, yeah, well, you're not entirely supposed to know what's going on, but now I know what you mean. So, thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. This was Drawing with Viewers. I hope somebody was here. And I wasn't just talking to myself the whole time, but you can watch this later. It's a video now.